Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to this first look at Assetto Corsa Evo Evolution. This is the third in the series. We've got Assetto Corsa, and then Assetto Corsa Competition, and then now Assetto Corsa Evolution. You can pick this up in the let's just go to the store page. You can pick this up early release now, early access. They're calling it now, and it is the latest in racing simulators. Um, Mixed reviews, but don't listen to the reviews. This is an early access game. It's really still in development. They could have waited, but like a lot of developers, they put it out early to get feedback, and the process helps them make it better. So right now, you can pick up the game for $31.99. And this will be the lowest, until it goes on sale down the road, way down the road, probably. Uh, this offer ends January 30th, so about 12 days from today. That will go back up to $39. So you save $8 right now. So not crazy, but we want to take a look at the game and see what it's all about. Um, I have heard that it's a good balance between sim and arcade, but um, it's supposed to be more on the simulator side of things, going with the Assetto Corsa line. Um, their other games are actually fairly challenging, so very simulator um, leaning. So this is the early access roadmap. So just a few days ago, January 16th, was the first early access release, and they had some issues. The online stuff did not work at all. You were supposed to do some things with some training or licensing, but unable to do so. And so they rolled out a few more cars as a way of saying, oops, sorry, just part of the process. It's all good. So 5 circuits, 20 cars. You could practice or you can do a quick race. It says there are special events, but there's none listed right now. Game economy step one. Yeah, there's none. You can't rent a car. You can't buy a car. Some VR support, triple screen support, showroom selection, car customization step one. I didn't see a lot of that, so it's okay. Early access, and then content drop coming soon. 2 new cars, 2 special events, and Fuji Speedway. So I think right now they're all hands on deck, just trying to get the online portion working. And whoops, let's open that bad boy back up again. And then they will have some other content drops along the way. Second early access release, 5 new cars, Circuit of the Americas. They will do the full custom race weekend, qualifying and actual race, which should be great. I don't really see much about a career mode, and I'll be curious to see if that plays into this. I love a good career mode. I like I like having the motivation to work towards something. And what I like about this and what excites me about this and why I jumped in early, it has the licensing that say a game like Gran Turismo has, where you have to drive well enough to earn a license to be able to drive a certain level of car. I like that quite a bit. So multiplayer will be the third early access, and then free roaming, and then they don't say what the fifth and sixth are, but then eventually you'll have 100 vehicles, 15 circuits, and all the extra bells and whistles. So that is the game in a nutshell. When you see it, it jumped quickly to offline right there. It just did a flash. Said sorry, offline. Look lower right corner, offline. Um, so starts off with the first car kind of alphabetically that's available. And then let's take a quick look at these menus. Drive, of course. Special events will go there first because there are none. So that's where they will be different things you can compete in. Let me refresh it, see if anything pops up today. No. So back. And then single player, you have the option of a quick race or practice. Now, eventually you'll have practice, quick race, or the whole weekend, which I think will be super cool. I can't even see what the options are yet. It's blacked out. So practice is great just for tweaking your car. You can choose the duration. Um, I'm not really sure why there's a practice start time before it starts. It's not a race, so why would you need that? And then you can speed things up to practice time multiplier, not multiplayer, plier. And the quick race, you've got an option, excuse me, between laps and time, all the way up to a 180-minute race, or a certain number of laps, of course, all the way up to 100 laps. So that's pretty cool. Let's do a quick 5-minute race here. Race start time, if you want some practice before the race starts, you can dial that in. And then again, the multiplier. Grid starting position. In a quick race, of course, you choose what challenge you want. You want to start up front and just try to stay up front. You want to start mid-pack, or do you want to start in back, which in this case is 17. That's the lowest you can start. And then grid type, automatic or custom. I don't even know what custom is. I don't really see any options there. Number of opponents, 30 or 1. So if I put it on 30, then I can start 30th. You notice that I could only start lower because this was lower. So however you adjust that. So if there are 30 cars, if I want to start mid-pack, that'd be 15. So let's do that. I want to pack it with 30 cars to see if my system can handle it and just how the game handles it. Opponent skill, all the way from 80% up to 100. Of course, we're going to put them on their easiest my first time out. And then do I want all the cars to be the same, or do I want it to be a good mix? That's interesting. Let's just do a good mix. I think that'll be fun. So let's do, this is build version 0.1.2, 0.1.2. So isn't that really just 1.2? Drop off the 0 there. Don't think we need that. Apply it, and then you have to go back. And then also at this screen, let's make sure we change the car. Tracks, right now, really you have, what, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks, but there are variations of a few of them. Suzuka, for example, you can race the east side, west side, or the GP. Mount Panorama GP, Laguna Seca GP, Imala GP, Brand Hatch, either the Indy or the GP. So let's just do the Indy Brands Hatch track. Also, you can change the weather, which is really cool. All kinds of things. You can customize it over here, or you can just say, hey, give me some scattered clouds, broken clouds, overcast, some drizzle, full rain, heavy rain, or the custom. So we'll just do clear for now. But that is cool. Later on, if you want some challenges with weather, I have heard that nighttime rain racing, the graphics are amazing. So, and then your assists, you can do custom assists here by clicking custom, and then you choose, or you can just quickly go, hey, give me a beginner, give me rookie, give me expert, give me pro. All right. So let's just do beginner, obviously. And then let's change the car. Let's see what cars we have. Rentals are blacked out. And that's a great graphic. I love that. Camaro split down the middle, color on the left. And then you've got 20 cars with different liveries. So we've got the Abarth Alfa Romeos. Of course, we have to look at them. These are gorgeous cars. Lots of Alfa Romeos, Alpines. And then we've got the Audis, BMW, M2 CS Racing, and then the Chevy Camaro. Also have the M4 BMW, and the Camaro. Lots of Ferraris. Look at this. Ferrari's maybe my favorite car. Really, really close. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous cars. The Ford Escort Cosworth, the Honda S2000, a bunch of different liveries there. Hyundai i30, Lotus Emira, several of those. Mazda MX-5. Those are pretty good entry level That'd be a good thing for me to choose today. Mercedes AMG GT2s, and then probably my favorite car above the Ferrari. Yes, the Porsche 911 GT3s. Just something about the body shape. Absolutely gorgeous. So just a bunch of these GT3s. Love them. Love all of them. Toyota GR86. And finishing up with the VW Golf 8 GTI. So let's go ahead and just do a little easy Mazda. And then once you choose that, let's car controls. Well, car controls is just here in the garage. So that's not actual car controls. So let's go back and make sure that our Mazda shows up here. Quick race. There's our session. And then we can start this thing. So little quick overview right there of as it's loading of what your settings are, and we'll check this thing out. Brands Hatch Indy layout. So it is loading 30 cars, so that should take a minute. But you do have the option to restart. You've got some settings here, which includes your controls, video, audio. I have not done anything to my controls. A replay mode, which is cool. Vehicle setup. Let's see how complicated video setup is as it loads. Okay, so tire pressure. So that's good. Now this is why this is a simulator, not a pure arcade racer. You've got the options. Electronics, there's nothing. Fuel and strategy. If I'm only doing a 5-minute race, I imagine this is laps, right? So let's just do, I'm not sure how many laps I'll do. Let's do 6. And then front compounds, interesting. Suspension, I can change. Can I do anything with the front left? No, nothing with the front left or front right, but anti-roll bar, front and rear, dampers blacked out, aero, ride height, basically. So there's some things you want to play with if you're having a hard time. So that's good to know. I'm going to go ahead and apply that, even though I don't think I changed anything. Go back. So good to know, though, that those are there. And let's go ahead and just drive this thing. Right away, I do not like inside camera, so I'm going to bounce out. I like about here. It's an advantage to a beginner driver for sure. And I'm not here to win. I'm just here to check the graphics out and see how it handles and how it feels. So I thought I chose all different cars, but they all seem to be Mazdas. Yeah, this is fun, man. So back here, mid-pack, want to make sure I don't go crazy too fast. Just drive. Come on now, don't tap me. Come on, stay off my bumper. Okay, so they're going to be aggressive and not stay off my quarter panels. So I want to get a feel for it. The force feedback is not very strong. I can barely feel it. I'd like to turn that up. I don't remember seeing that. Whoa, okay, squirrely, oversteer. I don't remember seeing the force feedback options anywhere, but I'd have to probably go in and look. Now I'm using a Xbox style of controller, so not recommended if you want to be really good at this type of game, but I just don't like the hassle. So it's just me. I'm just a quick, pick up the controller and play a different game. If I'm in the mood for Red Dead Redemption, I'll play it with the controller. If I'm in the mood for Farm Sim 25, I'll play it. If I want to do a race in Dirt Rally 2.0 or a game like this, same controller. I just, whoa. Okay. All right. Just want to be able to just pick it up and go. So I'm kind of, you'd say a casual gamer for sure. I don't play anything super, super serious. One thing I don't like right away is that I cannot look backwards. There is no option to look left, right, or backwards at my car or at my opponents behind me. Don't love that. Almost every game has that, so I'm not really sure why that's a thing. Maybe graphically they're not ready for it, but I hope they add that. So a speed, remember, these guys are at 80%. I'm at 100. So right. I mean, that tells you how much improvement I need to do. Don't oversteer. That's usually where I oversteer and get tapped. Um, got that weird little hexagon shape in the middle of the screen that kind of shows you, there's a spin out, shows you when you're close to other cars. Um, so, first impressions, graphics, amazing, for sure. I can drive with the controller, although it's not easy. I'm having to really back off on my speed. I can't just dive these corners. Um, but that's the nature of a controller. Like that's, I got to be really careful. And then it kicks out. Um, so just learning, it's just learning the car, learning the track. I would like to feel the track more. I'm coming off of playing Dirt Rally 2.0 quite a bit, and where you can feel everything, and it's so good. You can feel the condition. You can feel, wow, that thing just does not stick the ground. Um, you can feel if it's slushy, icy, snowy, dry, sandy, dirt. I mean, you can feel everything. This, I mean, I can tell I'm on the ground at least. I'm not floating necessarily, but I really don't feel much of the ground. Um, so I'd like that to be cranked up somehow. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like I'm sliding across nothing, like some games, um, have you feel. Um, I definitely, this is definitely more of a simulator than I'm used to. So, um, now with a joystick, let me show you something real quick. Go inside here. With the joystick, you'll see what my steering wheel is actually doing. Um, so when I think I'm driving smoothly, let's, it's a whole, it's a whole different thing inside the cockpit. Um, but now I can see my mirrors at least, right? Now, why is my mirror? Wait, oh, sorry, I wasn't even looking. I was like, why is now? Let's see, I have to shift into reverse. It doesn't auto shift into reverse, and then you have to manually shift back into first, and then it goes back into automatic. That's my default. I can shift. I can shift myself, so it's a nice hybrid. I can shift faster. Excuse me, or I can just let it shift for me. Eventually, I will want to take that over and have uh, more control over that. So, but my whole point here was, oh, let me see if I can change my. You have to be able to see the steering wheel. There we go. You can see just how, like, why someone driving with a playing with a steering like a controller like me, you can't be competitive. I mean, that's me turning smoothly, right? So that once I saw that, I realized, yeah, I am never going to be competitive with a controller. You just, I can't. I can't turn that smoothly. So now this joystick, it's a Thrustmaster, Forza Horizon 5 Special Edition. It actually comes with a steering wheel attachment, and so I may try that. It's where you twist. It's really weird, but it might be better than this. So because it's really hard to move a unless I turn down the sensitivity. As you can see, I'm trying to be really smooth here. So, and that's pretty hard with a controller to have a smooth thumb. But with a steering, a twist, so it's the Thrustmaster controller. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me see if I can uh, lift it up there. Probably can't see it. Um, I love the controller. I tried the steering thing. It was just so weird, but I may give it another shot if I'm going to struggle with this because obviously it's with the simulator. I can get away with it on a arcade style of game, um, but on a track racer like this, very very difficult. So we'll see. So, but this video is all about, hey, welcome to Assetto Corsa Evo, and what are our first impressions? What do we think? And I think graphically amazing. I think that it could be a lot of fun. And once they come out with all the extra features, especially the licensing and the online portion. It's too bad you have to be online to do all that. Um, I'm not a big fan of games having to be online all the time. Why can't I just do my license? When I played Grand Theft Auto, not Grand Theft Auto, when I played um, Gran Turismo, it wasn't online. This was a PlayStation 3 back when I played the first one, or two even, and you would just go through you had to hit certain times and drive well to earn your license. No need to be online. So um, don't really get that because here we are waiting for the whole online thing to work. Now I get multiplayer; you have to be online for multiplayer, but why not just keep it at that? So before I go, the other thing that I like about this game is the graphics in the lower right corner. I like the fact that I can quickly see my lights are on, RPMs are sitting at 1019 just in idle. I wish I could change it to miles per hour because I don't speak kilometer per hour language, so that's tough for me to know how fast I'm going. Um, it tells me that I have ABS brakes on, and 80%. I don't know what 80% is. The difficulty. I don't know why that would be there. Um, 6 liters of gas. So I love all that. Love those graphics. Um, it has blinkers. It looks like that's kind of interesting for a racing game. And I like the fact that I can see my car. It's been beat up. I'm not really sure what the colors mean, but orange probably not good. I've been beat up. It's been hit in certain places. Um, Again, I can't use my right joystick at all to look at the sides of my car to even look at the what it looks like on the outside. But I like the fact that I can see all four tires. I can see what I would assume those little blue rectangles would be my brakes, and then the three parts of each tire: the inner, the middle, and the outer. So you can see the condition or the temperature of the tires as you are racing. You can see if you're overdriving or pushing it too hard on certain corners, certain parts of the certain tires, and it tells me I'm driving slicks with slicks. So that's cool. So I like that. I think overall it's promising, and I know a lot of people are super excited about that. You can when you finish the race, you can of course watch your instant replay, and they're going to on um, one of these additional updates is going to have better. Let's see if I can. How do I get this thing going? It's running. You can see animation. Somebody's moving. This guy's moving, but it is. Let's just see if we can speed it up a little bit. Get to it. Um, One of the updates is going to have better replay controls and the ability to take photographs of your beautiful cars through the races. So look, those cars all have the same number, 55. So that's kind of funny. That should be a little detail that they fix instead of just copying all the cars with the numbers. But it's all good. Early access. You have to keep in mind early access. You cannot really make a judgment. Here I am making a judgment, but all I'm saying is it has great potential. I'm not going to judge it for what it's missing um, at this point because who knows what it's going to look like down the road. So, all right, there we are. Assetto Corsa Evo out now. Go check it out yourself. See what you think. Right now, all you can do is practice or do these quick races, but it's a great way. I need to improve go into the setups and see if I can really stick it. Now, this is the simulator part of the whole process. I need to spend some time, and you have to enjoy doing that, or maybe this game is not for you. But I need to dial this baby in so I can just bomb these corners and stay right on the track and stick to the track. That's what I'm going to do between now and when they come out with. It gives me something to do, right? So, which is great. I'm normally may just skip all that and just struggle, but this is going to force me to maybe do some tweaks, and I'll look online and see what other people have come up with as well. Some people who are a lot smarter than I. So go check it out yourself if you're interested. I think it's worth it. I'll check back with you later. For now, though, Mr. Johns is out.